Disclaimer: the following podcast includes sensitive themes on mental health that may be triggering to some viewers. Hence, viewer discretion is advised. Proceed only if you are comfortable with hearing discussions about sensitive topics. Additionally, the views and opinions expressed by the host and the guests in this podcast episode are their own, and do not represent and reflect the views and opinions of the organization and institution. We also request the viewers of this podcast to respect the privacy of the individuals involved in the making of this podcast.
Hello, Percadas! Welcome to Conversation Season 2, Episode 2! Yeah, so we're back again, and with me today are...
So, hello, my name is Stephen Miguelonson.
I am Marquil Villarreano.
I'm Alexander Hernandez.
And I'm Randall Valentine, your host for today. Yes, ako pa rin, guys. So, ayun lang naman. Wow! Tapos na? Charis. Hindi. So syempre, it's World Mental Health Month, right? So, kayo ba guys, ano yung naririnig nyo or pumapasok sa isip nyo pag naririnig nyo yung mental health?
Yun, siguro
Kasi for me naman po, when it comes to mental health po, parang more on the well-being po related to your mind. So yung psychological state mo, yung mental state mo, tapos syempre since tayo as people, very social beings po tayo. So pati yung social well-being mo as a person. So parang I think that's overall naman po, ano yung mental health.
I think nasabi mo naman na lahat.
Talaga?
Well, for me naman kasi, when it comes to mental health, all I think is about it, yung capacity mo to feel, to think, and to act. Basically, parang yung capacity mo to process your emotions and other aspects talaga when it comes to the mind.
Ayun din. So yung akin, for me, mental health is how we handle our emotions, kung paano tayo makihalubilo sa ibang mga tao, and how we think in general.
So, from the looks of it, very mental health advocates kayo So, I really appreciate that. Pero, let's talk about another topic. Kapag naririnig niyo yung mental health, di ba, bukod sa mga positive or the description, there's also the negative part, which is the misconceptions. So, for example nito ay, for example, kapag ang person ay may pinagdadaanan, people would address or label that person na crazy or parang papansin. Kayo ba? Ano yung mga misconceptions na naririnig niyo?
Sige. Ako personally, yung pinagdaanan ko, personal na.
Okay, let's go MMK na pala.
So parang, for me personally, since ako nga rin po, like you mentioned, advocate din po kasi ako ng mental health, especially during my senior high school days. And one of the reasons na parang nag-advocate ako for mental health is because yung, like what you said, parang nalilabel yung mga tao as crazy or yung parang papansin sila, it causes them to parang think na mahina sila. In a way, parang isipin nila na if other people can go through it, yung mga pinagdadaanan nila, kaya nila, but ako hindi. So parang nangyayari nun is like, kinikimkim nila. They keep it to themselves. To the point na kapag they let it grow inside them, hindi nila na-express naturally, wala silang makausap, it will come to the point na nasasuffer na yung mental health nila. And syempre, since I'm not saying na we all know talaga, pero parang common knowledge naman na once your mind is affected, pati yung katawan mo sumusunod. So, I'm not saying na weak mind, pero parang kapag nagsasuffer yung mental state mo, nagsasuffer din yung body mo. So parang in a sense, nakikita mo na parang how physically tolling it is yung kapag yung mga misconceptions and stigmas like that affect a person. At least from what I've seen through my span of advocating for mental health.
For me naman, one common misconception, based on yung mga naging experience ko is, sometimes kasi pag sinabing may mental health condition ka or problem, sinasabi parang mahina ka or whatever, parang sasabihin mo na parang may mental health issue ka, sabihin, parang hindi naman kasi masaya ka. But I think it's more than like parang nasa loob kasi as mentioned mo kanina, like kinikim-kim nila. But I think it's not something na gano'n kasi minsan inaano nila na parang sign of weakness, yung pagiging like parang nagkakaroon ako ng mental health condition. But for me kasi, it is more on like parang but the more na mas nasi-share mo siya sa iba, na napapakita mo yung side mo na yun, mas nagiging stronger ka sa person kasi nagkakaroon ka ng will to share your emotion rather than like parang tinatago mo lang sa sarili mo. Kasi the more na tinatago mo sa sarili mo, like kinikip mo lang, the more na may ipon siya and mag-fill up and more on, mag-burst out siya. And I think that is a very common na misconception, especially sa mga older generations kasi dineded mo lang nila yung concept of mental health. And, like, for me kasi experience ko, I heard it from someone older when I consulted na mag-psych ako before na like parang mental health lang yan, wala lang yun sa Pilipinas, onting inom lang daw yan, onting iyak lang daw yan, wala na. But for me kasi, it requires professional help na din. Kailangan talaga ng parang, yung tamang help to be able to cope with it naman. Kaya I think, as an advocate for mental health, and I think this is one of like parang common problems na dapat ma-address din natin na mental health is not something na parang mahina ka, it is not something na parang tinatago siya, but rather something na dapat ina-address just like yung mga physical illnesses or sicknesses.
Sa akin naman, ang mental health misconception na nakikita ko online is mental health na ay gawa-gawa lang ng mga Gen Zs, gano'n. Tapos, ayun. So, as someone na parang, as bata pa, naniniwala ko na yung mental health is important talaga. Pero dahil nga sabi ng mga adolescents na wala ka naman dapat ika-stressan kasi nag-aaral ka lang naman. So, parang na-invalidate yung feelings and yung emotions ko as a student. So, as time goes on, mas nadadagdagan yung stress, mas naiipon siya, nasusurpress yung emotions ko inside. And I feel like yung mental health kasi kapag sirang-sira, mas mahirapan tayo mag-access school, sa house, and yung misconception na yun, dapat na siyang baguhin na ang mental health ay hindi lang gawa-gawa dahil it exists talaga in real life.
Okay, I love yung knowledge na alam nyo regarding sa mga ganun. And from the looks of it, I'm assuming na those are the reasons or could be the factors kaya nag-advocate kayo for mental health, right? So, another question, ano nagiging reaction nyo kapag may mga close mindset kayong na-encounter in terms like parang, bakit ka, lalo na as a male, parang, ba't ka iiyak, bakla ka ba? Yung mga ganun, ano ang nagiging reaction nyo or ano yung pumapasok agad sa thoughts nyo nun?
Sige, ako na nga. Pero honestly, when it comes to that, aminado ako, I'm very sensitive about stuff like that. Kasi, I would say, personally, I am not the typical na picture perfect male. Yung sinasabi na stoic, very physically strong, yung, alam niyo na yung typical na hinahanap in terms of a male. Yung mentally, like they don't share emotions as often. Very opposite ako dun eh. I mean, I think you can tell naman po eh. Parang, I'm the more emotional type of person. Kaya parang, in some way, kapag may naririnig akong tao na nagsasabi ng ganun, it's not just to me, but to other males as well, parang, na-offend ako. Na-offend din ako for them. Because like, it's such a negative stereotype and it invalidates a person's feelings. To the point na parang isipin nila that they don't have the freedom or they're not free to express what they're feeling just because they're a male. Na parang, kasi lalaki ako, kailangan malakas ako, kailangan strong-willed ako, kailangan kakayanin ko to. When in fact na it's totally normal to feel stuff like that. Kasi it causes some guys as well to form some sort of, what they call this? I forgot the term, pero parang na-alienate yung sarili nila. Kasi they're trying to show this facade that they are strong when in fact na parang deep down inside, nahihirapan na sila. So I think we should really allow more freedom for men to express their emotions, because ang parati naman natin naririnig, di ba? Especially stereotype din to sa babae, na yung mga babae sila yung emotional, sila yung ano, di ba? Kasi parang why can't men be also? So, yun lang. Parang,
Well, yung to add na rin sa sinabi ni Steve, ito yung dito po ba kasi yung yung concept of toxic masculinity. Kasi nga,
ayun.
because of
Grabe
society,
naman.
ang mga standards ng society, talagang inangang men na parang they must be strong, they must be very resilient, not just physically but also mentally. But I think that is something na very opposing kasi everyone, yung lahat kasi ng emotions, like everyone matters. Lahat ng emotions sila, ng feelings sila, no matter regardless of gender. And kasi minsan kasi inaano nito ada sa sinabi ni Stephen na porket, ano yung sabi, like, kababaeng lalaki, yung kalalaking tao mo, umiiyak ka. And that is something na ano, kasi parang inaano, parang, yun nga, parang, ini-invalidate yung feelings mo sa male. Kasi like, parang, inaano na parang, ay lalaki ka, dapat ikaw yung matatag. Kasi, given nga dati sa mga roles sa society, dapat ang lalaki yung, sila yung mga nagpo-provide laging mga ganung mindset. I think that is something na dapat let's say parang ina-update na to a new world, like parang mas ano. And I think yung parang inaano kasi na the more na parang natatago nila yun, the more na parang mas naging ano. Kasi based sa mga narinig kong mga reports, nagiging alarming na kasi tumataas yung mga rapes, yung mga cases, yung mga lalaking nag-suffer ng mental health conditions. So I think yun talaga dapat yung parang ina-address din natin, and we should break that stigma din naman talaga.
For me naman, going back to Kuya's question, siguro I feel frustrated din, pero ginagawa kong inspiration yung frustration na yun to enlighten other people na yung mental health hindi lang siya based on genders. Tapos, ako rin kasi, I'm a victim of parang stereotypes din na introverted kasi ako. So, I don't usually show emotions in public. So, nasasabihin akong robot ako, ganun. Kasi, introverted nga. Pero, I want to prove them na may emotions din ako and may mental health din ako, pero not in a way na harsh din. Harsh sa mga taong masasabihan ko para mas, instead na magalit din sila, ma-enlighten sila sa magiging statement ko.
So, parang ano din kasi lalo sa boys, most of them are really scared to share their own feelings din. Na to think or they assume na kaya nila yan kasi lalaki sila, di ba? Pero ang mahirap nun ay hindi nila alam behind the curtains ay nahihirapan din sila. Ganun. Like, hindi naman sila katulad ni Superman, yung mga Batman, yung mga superheroes na yun. We're all humans naman kasi, di ba? So, it's quite frustrating nga na may mga still. Pero, based on my observation, mas vocal na ang pagsasalita about mental health rather than before. Kasi before, talaga lalo sa mga probinsya, kapag may sakit sa sorry po! Hindi like may sakit na nararamdaman, gamot lang yan. Pero kapag kunwari unusual sa kanila, iisipin nila na sinasaniban na siya, di ba? Yung tipong na ako hindi ko na-experience ako na-experience kong ma-witness. Like mga shows at saka stories na yung tinatali nila sa bahay nila para hindi makatakas, para hindi makita ng mga tao, yung ganun. So, it's quite, sad na may mga ganun nangyayari. Sa probinsya talaga, may mga ganun nangyayari. Kahit mga parents nila yan, o anak, o lola, lolo, ginagawa nila yun. Alang-alang sa nila, yung parang hindi mapapahamak yung tao. Kasi ang dami din namang reasons, pero ang masakit tignan, nahihirapan na siya, pinapahirapan pa lalo, di ba? Yun. So, ano yung masasabi nyo sa mga, ano yung ma-advise nyo in terms of, lalo sa males, ano yung ma-advise nyo to younger males, younger kids na may pinagdadaanan or iniisip na kapag umiyak ay hindi na lalaki, gano'n.
Sige ko.
Yung simple advice na sabi ko sa nila is, it is human to cry, to share your feelings out, ilabas mo lang emotions mo, regardless of your gender. Kasi tao lang din naman tayo, we are we are like parang subject tayo sa end ng mga frustrations natin, mga negative emotions. Hindi na naman kasi yung parang masasabi natin like parang ay negative emotion like parang papalampasin mo lang kasi like yun nga na ano nga dahil sa mga standards sa gender. I think this is the time na parang mag-take part na rin sila to beat this stigma and para na rin sila kakabuti ng mga next generations.
Sige. So, for me naman po, to relate it na rin kasi since LaSalle is a religious school, nobody's perfect. So, and it's also it's part of human nature to feel emotions. And to be able to completely feel those emotions and to go through those emotions, you have to be able to express it. And I just want to remind to all the males out there, not just to the younger generation, but also especially to the older generation na yun nga usually pinanggagalingan ng mga current stereotypes and stigmas, that you should not feel like a weak person for sharing your emotions, for crying, for feeling sad, for being angry. Because at the end of the day, that's part of human nature. And nobody's perfect. So, you should be able to allow yourself to feel those emotions, to express those emotions. Because at the end of the day, if you continue to join those other people who spread those stigmas and stereotypes, then we're not gonna move forward from these current issues that we have right now. So I want to challenge all of you to, instead of being the person who shares those stigmas, be the person to advocate and to raise awareness and to enlighten other people. That's all.
Siguro yung ma-advise ko lang, bagong-bago, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay na ma-sad ka, you feel angry sa mga bagay-bagay. Actually, that is what makes us human. Life is not just about rainbows. Minsan kailangan ng rain para lahat ng flowers ay tumubo. And I like that.
Maganda yun.
And ayun nga, instead na i-suppress natin yung emotions, just like sa movie na Inside Out, we should let it out para hindi siya ma-bottle up. And ayun, isa pa sa mga advice ko is to check up on our loved ones, our friends, if okay lang din sila. Kasi minsan, walang nagtatanong sa kanila kung okay sila. And doon nag-worsen yung mental health situation nila.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I hope na kayo din, ang ma-advise ko din naman, so syempre ako din. Pero ang ma-advise ko lang is the triple G, na isa sa mga natutunan ko throughout my young years.
Young pa rin naman.
Oo, young naman pa rin. It's the triple G, the go, grow, and glow. Go forward, grow wiser, and glow effortlessly.
Parang pag tayo naman po.
Ayun, oo. Pero it's more, it's a go, grow, glow sa pagkain. Pero I thought of it during my journey from first year to fourth year, third year. I was, parang 4 years here in LaSalle. Na to go forward, ano man mangyari sa past, it is what it is. Grow wiser, yung mga natutunan sa past, learn from it. You don't lose, you learn. And then you glow effortlessly. Don't pressure yourself na bakit siya ganito, bakit siya tapos na, bakit siya ang ganda ng You have your own story, you have your own time, so let it be. Yun lang yun. So, ayun lang naman ang advice ko din sa inyo at sa lahat ng mga nanonood. So, much appreciate yung mga knowledge na meron kayo. So proud of the generation talaga. The generation is na talaga. So, thank you so much for today. And thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So, that's it for today, Pergada. Stay tuned for more.
Bye-bye!